So we didn't make this fucking light because of all the cars. There was at least 12 to 20 cars ahead of me at this light. And the only difference today, besides the fact that it's kind of spitting right now, is that it's Friday. So more people today, like look at this red Civic. They came from Hyde Park Road. That is the only possible explanation, and it's been proved on this channel multiple times. Came from a road that was 10 kilometers an hour faster than this one, and has possibly 3 less stops on it. I say that because you might get stuck at one light over there, but the whole point of this conversation right now is that there was 12 to 20 cars, and I would say it was probably closer to the 20, piled up in this line, and we didn't get to make this light because of people that are cutting through and have absolutely no business being here. I live on Wonderland Road, this road here. My destination is at the end of this road. The crow doesn't fly that straight. I see another problem coming up here, besides this person that was not doing the speed limit, by the way. I gave them a fair shake to try to speed up. But talking about all the traffic that's on this road, look at how hilly this road is, and we're now coming up to a blind curve, and we've got a cyclist that's out for their morning exercise. Not as far right as possible, which is demanded by the Highway Traffic Act. Jesus, man. And people are doing 80 kilometers an hour on this road because that's the speed limit. Unbelievable. There are safer places to get your exercise. I'm an avid cyclist. I was in the North London Cycle Club. I dropped it because they started cutting through other people's neighborhoods as their main routes, which isn't permitted by the City of London Traffic Calming Bylaw, but it's also just rude. So I ditched them. But I don't ride this road. I ride the concessions, the roads that go east-west. Yes, you've got to stop every, 4 kilometers? But that way it's safe. They're all paved. There is zero traffic. And you're free to do, not whatever you want, but you're safe to do whatever you want. So, just give that a thought. And that's the thing, as cyclists, we are motorists, and we need to, first of all, share the road, but we also mainly need to obey the rules of the road. And that guy is debatable. He was not as far right as possible in my eyes, so he could be charged. And like I said, you're on an 80 kilometer an hour road. There are safer places to do that. Don't cry at me, well, oh yeah, we're entitled to, and this, that, and the other. You are. You can cycle anywhere you want except for a King's Highway, the 401, or the 402 or 403. That's the only places you can't cycle. But it doesn't mean that it's a good idea, right? I could drive with my feet right now if I wanted to. It doesn't make it a good idea. So we caught up to the portion of traffic here that got stuck by that school bus. I saw this guy yesterday with the trailer with nothing in it. Just bombing around for fun. So if any of them turned left, they could have been on Hyde Park Road. We know that this red Civic came from Hyde Park Road. And then if any of them turned right, then they could have been on the highway, which is a highway, has 1 stop compared to 3. There's a white van or white SUV that just turned onto Wonderland up there, by the way. You can see that the second vehicle in here is turning and going towards Hyde Park. It's like, congratulations. You could have been not stopped at this red light. You would have been not stopped by that bus back there. And you would have been on a road that's 10 kilometers an hour faster. Now this Civic, the Stig, yeah, right. You were on Hyde Park Road. Now you've done this Z pattern, or Z pattern for our Canadian friends, And you could have just gone to Hyde Park, down this road here, and you would have been at the highway, which is your destination. But instead you took this zigzag pattern to get to this road. Do you see the stupidity here and the lack of thought? Unbelievable. And you wouldn't have had to sat at that light. Again, demonstrating people that do not belong on this road, and because of that, they had to install that set of traffic lights. And the only people that have to pay for it is the people at Middlesex Center. It all goes on their taxes. And people like me who live on Wonderland Road, and our destination is the end of Wonderland Road. Crow doesn't fly that straight, my friends. So drive safe, think for once, be considerate, obey the rules of the road.